Today we're going through, on part of assignment 8, we're validating assessment tools checklist. Now I've broken this down into two parts. The first part is in regards to the Dogman's course, and the other one is in regards to managed project scope. Now my checklist involves the first thing: does the assessment address the elements and performance criteria? I've ticked yes, and my comments are yes, the assessment addresses all the elements and performance criteria. Next question: does the assessment obtain evidence to meet the requirements of the evidence guide, and in brackets critical aspects? Yes, the assessment obtains the required evidence. Does the assessment allow the student to demonstrate the required skills and knowledge required for the unit? Yes. With the assessment incorporated into the overall project objective, it allows the student to demonstrate the required skills and knowledge. So basically, project scope is part of the overall project itself, so it's incorporated into that, and the required skills and knowledge are evident at the final project presentation. Is it clear which elements and performance criteria are being assessed? Yes. All the elements and performance criteria are being covered in the assessment. It is made clear at the start of the training to the students what the assessments will be based on. Now the overall project for this one is building a carport. Is the assessment designed to produce valid evidence? Yes. The assessment is only being asked to produce valid evidence, and it's not going beyond that. We don't require any more for the scope for the carport itself. Does the assessment task produce sufficient evidence? Yes, the evidence produced is sufficient for the assessment. Obviously, with the scope being part of the project, it's an important part, and overall the final project is going to indicate if the scope is there or not. Can the evidence be gathered over a period of time? Yes, the tool has been designed to gather evidence over a period of time as part of the overall project. Can the evidence presented for assessment be authenticated? Yes, the instructor can observe the student over a period of time. Observation can be undertaken in a group as well as individual assessment. Does the assessment comply with the principles of fairness? Yes, the assessor guidelines provide advice on the levels of support and access to extra resources if they are required. Is there enough guidance for the assessor on making a judgment? Yes. The sample questions provide the assessor with guidance on what is required. Are the assessment instructions and conditions clear and accessible to the learner? Is the level of support required provided? Yes. With managed project scope, part of the overall project itself, the task requirements for assessment and how it has been assessed are clearly presented to the students. Is the material used in the task culturally appropriate? Yes, the texts are culturally appropriate. Are all sign-off requirements included? Date, unit details that we're covering, signatures from the assessor and the students, and the answer for that one as well is yes. That concludes the first part of my video presentation on assessment tools, and I'll be back shortly. Thank you.